wow, do we have a jam-packed episode for you.
Yeah, I lost.
Played is really close. Ooh, child. Things are gonna get easier for Disgruntled because he lost.
Yeah, I lost. My team did absolutely shit. The worst possible performance out there ever possible in the world. So, Russell,
Yeah, we'll jump right into it.
Trey 0-3 beat me as I predicted. I fall to 3-1, undefeated no more. But there is no more undefeated team. We'll get to that later. But he
And
won.
there's no only defeated team. Everyone has at least one win now.
Yeah. So Trey beat me 133 to 108. My team did absolutely garbage. Okay, Wilson got 20, Sanders got 9, Jacobs got 10. Cooper, my highest, carried my team 33 points, and his performance got absolutely wasted. Ridley got 0.
0 catches.
0 anything. Fuck that guy. Zach Ertz got 6. Like, what the hell? Metcalf got 14. Bucks defense got 6, and Crosby got 7. So worst performance. And my bench also like did shit as well. Like I couldn't even replace them with any decent players that would have won me because Smith, the tight end, had a bye along with Connor, and I put them in, so they would have won me it. But on the other side, Trey's team, Jackson got 23. No, wait, no. Jackson got 25. Gordon got 25. Gurley got 19. Hopkins got 11. Gallup got 4. Font got 8. Judy got 14. Broncos defense got 6. McManus got 18.
Lamar Jackson had just about what we thought he would against Washington, just because it's Washington. Melvin Gordon popped off against the Jets as we predicted he would. No Fant didn't do as well against the Jets, actually. Anyone else have like amazing? Todd Gurley did way better than he ever did for me.
2 touchdowns.
19 points, 2 touchdowns, yeah. DeAndre Hopkins kind of slipped. I don't know what happened there. Only 11 points. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't trade for him after all. And then McManus, 18 points as a kicker is wild. Like, what? Okay. Moving on, we have Brendan with the highest scoring day. Compton Crib Drip had 179, which is about how much I had last week, if I remember correctly. Very close to 180. We're still waiting for the first 200 plus week. If he had put in Tom Brady over Drew Brees, he wouldn't have gotten it, but he would have been damn close. Man, because Drew Brees only had 15. He has not been doing well, but Tom Brady had an amazing comeback against the Chargers and ended up with 32 points on the day. So this is Tom Brady's best performance of the season. We'll see if he can keep it up because it was very good. He led his team very well. Josh Allen had just a pretty normal day for his standards as of right now. 25 against Vegas. This is on the other side for Sophia. So, what went wrong for Sophia? Because, like, honestly, 150 points is not bad. That's more than projected, usually. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook, both the running backs, had 20-plus points. Dalvin Cook, in particular, had 28.
Austin is where her team failed.
Right.
The flex.
So her third running back, her flex, only had 2 points. And then, yeah, that's about it because Adam Thielen, Kenny Galladay, and Darren Waller all did more than projected. Adam Thielen, in particular, 26 points, proving that Minnesota offense, both Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen, is really good, actually. Or maybe Houston's defense is just that bad. But
That's where she lost it because if you compare the flexes, Odell did amazing. He got 39 points, so that's like a 37-point differential just between that, and I think that's where she lost it because
that's got to be, yeah.
Because she stayed pretty even with Brendan except for that.
For the quarterbacks, she had better.
Yeah.
And they both had just, like, average defenses and kickers, so. Wow, yeah. Brendan is a scary.
I can't believe I beat him. And then I lost to Trey.
Alvin Kamara's been having really good performances.
He's
or
consistent.
Just consistent, yeah. Aaron Jones did well against Atlanta. Yeah, as for me, I am on a 2-win streak now. I'm now 2-2. I had the second most points. 160.28.
This was a slaughter. I feel bad for Licia.
And then Licia had bad luck on her side.
Again.
Like, really bad luck. Dak Prescott is her saving grace. 37 points. We all know what happened there. He was doing, what he needed to do. Threw an interception at the very end, but he was given the task of bailing out the Dallas defense, which is a hard task. So, 37 points like that. Like, can you really ask more from a quarterback? Really?
Yeah.
Like, that's just sad. Sad for Dallas, but who cares? Lol.
But her bench did really good. Well, I guess only Mixon and Robinson, but that still wouldn't have won her.
42 points?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he went
Mixon.
fucking off.
I'm sorry. I didn't even notice this.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
Rushing touchdown.
150 yards, and then 6 catches for 1 touchdown. So 3 touchdowns total.
And 30 yards receiving. And then, like, if she would have replaced that with, like, Nick Chubb and then replaced Robinson with Adams, she would have had a lot more points. I don't know if she would.
She still wouldn't beat me.
Yeah.
I doubled her in fantasy. She only had 77, mainly because Devontae Adams was out. It was a game time decision, which is like a hard thing. Like, do you put them in? Do you not? It's very scary. Julio Jones ended up playing, but only got 7 points.
And I'm pretty sure he got hurt halfway through too with a hamstring. Yeah.
Well, damn. Both her running backs underperformed, like really shitty. Kenyon Drake and Nick Chubb. Oh, Nick Chubb got injured. Kareem Hunt took over. I could have put Kareem Hunt. It had pretty good. Super underperforming from everyone except that Prescott. On her starters. If she put Joe Mixon and Allen Robinson, she would have stood a chance, but that's only a chance. And then as for me, I had to replace the Steelers defense with Colts defense this week. Because Steelers had a sudden bye due to the Titans having all those COVID tests. And Colts ended up doing 8, which was better than I actually thought they might do. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts ended up with 14. He's been a really good kicker. Like, I'm so glad I picked him up just randomly. I traded for Stephon Diggs. He ended up getting me 17. George Kittle's finally back. He got me 40 points. And that was my saving grace for sure. Aaron Rodgers around 30. Mike Davis about 22. Everyone else did, like, whatever. So, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
That's what happened there. Could have put in Chris Carson, but I thought he was too injured. Everyone was like, oh, that, ugly tackle.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was going to be out for at least a couple of weeks, but all of a sudden he's back immediately, scoring 25.
Yeah, I thought he was out indefinitely, but I guess he's not, which is weird.
Also, Robbie Anderson's looking like a threat too. 17 points. I have yet to put him in, but maybe I should.
You want to go over the transactions?
There have been no transactions.
No transactions?
None. The first week without transactions.
How about...
I'm very comfortable with... I'm usually the one doing the transactions. I'm very comfortable with my roster as of right now.
I'm comfortable with my roster too, but, like, considering... I feel like this week or last week has been just a fluke. I don't know what happened because, like, I just had bad luck.
Okay, we can talk about in real life NFL stuff. Well, mute it. In real life, I did terrible with predictions for this week. I went 9-6, but the upsets I predicted were very close still. But they didn't end up happening. You ended up going 12-3, which is really pretty good.
Wait, you mean 13-3? Oh wait, no, 12-3. Yeah.
Because Steelers Titans are up.
What is my total? How are you still winning in the total?
I'm not. This is from
okay.
Past weeks. We are now tied.
We are how?
Because I had 3 more wins than you, and then you had 3 more wins than me this week.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
There you go. Jets, Denver, we both went with Denver. Ended up closer than it should have been, but Denver pulled it through. Jacksonville, Cincinnati, after seeing how Cincinnati performed against the Eagles, we were like, yeah, let's go with Cincinnati. They ended up winning. Obviously, Mixon had that really good game. I said Dallas over Cleveland simply because I didn't think their bad luck would run this long.
Yeah.
I should have known better. Man.
Dallas sucks.
Odell Beckham ended up doing really great. They actually had some really good play calling, but still, it really just came down to the terrible Dallas defense. Like, they just didn't seem, like, committed to any of their tackling or anything. It was bad. I predicted the Detroit over New Orleans upset. You went with New Orleans, and you got that right. But it was a 6-point game towards the end. Detroit was up 14-0 at one point. So sad. We both said Seattle over Miami. Obviously, that was the case. Tampa Bay versus the Chargers. It ended up being a 7-point game. I predicted the Chargers for the upset. Didn't end up happening again, but it was this close. Tom Brady had a big comeback. So, Baltimore over Washington, of course. We both got that. Carolina had the upset against Arizona, though. Neither of us saw that coming. Blindsided us. Kyler Murray's had 2 pretty bad games back to back. Minnesota versus Houston. I correctly guessed Minnesota would take Houston down just because even though that Minnesota defense has been iffy, I was still like, that offense is still really good. Whereas Houston on both sides of the ball have been underperforming. So that's my reasoning. You still thought Houston because, it makes sense. Houston.
I have too much faith in Houston, but they always keep laying me down. But I feel like they're bound to win one,
right.
like the Falcons. But
they're 0-4. They fired Bill O'Brien. So then Rams defeated the Giants. It was actually like a low-scoring game, which is surprising against that Giants defense. A more low-scoring game was Colts versus Chicago, where Colts held them to 3 points until the fourth quarter, where they finally got a touchdown and 2-point conversion, but still held them to 11. Colts ended up with 19 because of our own offensive issues, but
Nick Foles, you disappointed me.
Yeah, but you still got a Colts, so you didn't get that one wrong. We both said Bills over Vegas. That actually ended up closer than I thought it would. Philadelphia ended up being 49ers to both of our surprise.
It worked. That's what I wanted all along.
You predicted against the Eagles, and
that's what I wanted. I was like, I'm going to predict 49ers to win so that the Eagles can win. I'll sacrifice my record for that.
Chiefs beat New England. Cam was out. It was very ugly from the backup Patriot quarterbacks. And then Atlanta couldn't even put up a fight against Green Bay. It was sad.
That was so disappointing.
Yeah.
But,
I thought it'd at least be close considering how both their defenses had led up a lot of points and both their offenses are like powerhouses. But Atlanta just struggled on both sides. It was just really bad, man.
They let out a goose egg.
Yeah, and I thought, I predicted Atlanta just because I'm a big ATL guy. And I wanted to think they could get this win at prime time, but no, they didn't even make it close. So you got that one. Green Bay looks great right now. I guess now we can look ahead to fantasy.
Yeah.
This next week. See what's the looking.
All right.
So you're playing Sophia, who you've been scared to play.
Yeah. Her team looks freaking dangerous, and we could have had 2 undefeated teams going up against each other.
Could have been both 4-0, but they're both 3-1 now.
Yeah.
2 of the best teams facing each other. It'll be one hell of a match.
I will be 4-1 by the end of this, maybe. But she has a 54% chance to win. I have to do some rearranging.
Right.
So the matchup as of now is Russell Wilson versus Josh Allen. Russell Wilson's playing Minnesota, which is their defense is not looking that good, so I have faith. But Josh Allen is playing the Titans, which could go either way there. But
if that game ends up happening, Titans have had 2 more COVID cases this morning.
Yeah, so I don't think that game's going to happen. But Miles Sanders versus Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott will probably get a lot more points because he's playing the Giants and Sanders is playing Pitt. Josh Jacobs versus Cook. I have Cook over Jacobs. Amari Cooper versus Moore. Cooper has been on fire. But I have Cooper over Moore.
I don't know, man. DJ Moore has also been putting up a lot of points.
Yeah, but it's versus the Giants. Well, I mean, it is versus the Falcons too for Moore, but yeah. But Ridley for Thielen, that's a toss-up too because I'll probably have Thielen because Thielen's playing against the Seahawks. I put in Smith as of now, but I'll probably change that because that is the Titans' tight end. So I don't know if the game's going to happen or not, but Smith versus Waller. Probably have Smith in that game. Metcalf versus Cup. That's going to be a toss-up as well. I feel like Metcalf has the edge. And Bucks versus Niners defense. Probably the Niners defense because they're playing next to Dolphins. And then Will Lutz versus Butker. That's a toss-up too because you can't really predict field or kickers that well, I feel. It's kind of hard too.
I would say Butker.
Yeah.
He seems like the more consistent choice.
The only reason why I put Lutz over Crosby is because Crosby has a bye this week, so I had no other choice.
This will be really bad for Sophia if that Bills-Titans game ends up not happening because Matthew Stafford is their backup and he has a bye. So
that could work in my favor, maybe. Or she would probably have to pick up someone fast.
Yeah, she would have to replace that one quick.
Michael Thomas is said to be questionable, so I'm probably going to replace him for Ridley because Ridley didn't do anything last week, and I trust Thomas over Ridley as of now. Metcalf, I would think of, but I just like the quarterback receiver duo on the same team, so I like that a lot. But this is going to be a close game. If my players actually perform this week, unlike last week, so it's just some decisions are based on game time decisions on whether a player is going to play or if a team's going to play, etc. It's all up in the air.
I get to play Trey again, which makes me very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 57% win probability. Has it ever been that big?
I don't think so.
I'm projected 140 points. Wow.
Well,
Put respect on my name. Let's go. Trey, as of right now, is 119 projected. Is all of his... Yeah, all of his are without a bye, so... Yikes. I guess it makes sense because he has 3 Denver players in right now, and they're looking to play Patriots if that game also ends up happening. Stephen Gilmore got tested for COVID, so maybe that won't happen, actually. And I guess it would be good for Judy if, they put Gilmore on Judy, maybe. Other than that, I feel like he has pretty good players. Actually, I don't know about Gronk. Gronk is hit or miss. Maybe he wants to put in Fant if he's healthy.
he just has too many Broncos defense. I'm mad that I didn't beat him last week. That's going to piss me off.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson against Cincinnati, I feel like he'll have a good game. Wait, DeAndre Hopkins against Jets actually would be... That might end up popping off. I have to look out for that. But I feel like my players have finally hit their stride, except for Kyler Murray, who I'm only putting in because Aaron Rodgers has a bye. Kyler Murray is on a downtrend, but hey, it would be a huge confidence booster to play against the Jets, so maybe he'll pick it up from there.
Yeah, he is playing against the Jets. That might be
That's what he
fantasy
needs.
points galore.
I bet that's what he needs.
I feel like this is going to be a wash, and you move up to 3-2.
I would love that.
I'm just glad you're not in my division. That's all I'm going to say.
I can't wait to have a winning record. After starting 0-2, that'd be amazing to go 3 wins streak. Oh my gosh, never mind. 69% win probability, Compton Crip Drip versus Half Lesbian Thespians.
Her entire...
Mainly because of 2 buys and 1 person on the injury reserve. So I wouldn't consider that a real win probability. She's just going to have to rearrange those. She still hasn't gotten rid of Saquon Barkley like I told her.
I don't think she cares, to be honest.
She has to put Nick Chubb on IR.
Yeah.
At least. And Cam Newton's out. Oh my gosh, I gave her the guy who ended up getting that was the best trade I've ever made. She is injury ridden. I feel really bad for her. She was looking so good at the very beginning when she was 1-0. Now she's 1-3. Devontae when healthy is going to be really great for her. Julio Jones when healthy, obviously we know his legacy. Edwards-Helaire is obviously pretty somewhat consistent. I mean, she has what it takes. It's just everyone just ends up getting injured or something. It's bad. She'll have to put in Allen Robinson for Devontae Adams.
And Joe Mixon for Chubb.
She could still pull up the upset maybe, but Brendan looking very good after last week. He might want to end up putting Brady in over Breeze after seeing the past performances. But, I mean, the rest of his... Oh, wait, not the rest of his players. He actually has Aaron Jones in, who has a bye.
And Mike Evans is questionable, too, so I don't...
I guess, but I feel like Mike Evans is fine.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, he's fine.
And then you get that combo, too.
Who would he put in? James Robinson or DeAndre... Oh, wait, he can't put in DeAndre Swift, so he has to be James Robinson. Against Houston, divisional matchup, that should be all right for James. I've heard Robinson has been performing really well.
Yeah,
he had a 30-point game once, 21-point.
So he's doing really, really good.
Yeah, good filling in for Fournette, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. Those are the matchups upcoming. I'll have to inform Licia to rearrange all that.
Out of everyone, Licia probably has the worst luck. And I'm just glad that my team is not that bad. What are you... What is my computer doing?
I don't know, man. Holy. Well, at least you don't need it anymore. Because now we're doing predictions for Week 5. NFL games, that is. So 15 games. That is if all of them end up actually playing. Green Bay and Detroit have their bye week.
This is the fastest podcast we got yet.
Yeah, this is the stride we need to be hitting, I believe, in the future. Tampa Bay versus Chicago. That is our Thursday night matchup. Probably the best Thursday night matchup since Chiefs-Texans. They're both 3-1, that is. Who you got?
Wait, it's Tampa Bay first.
Chicago.
I got Tampa Bay.
Me too. I feel like Brady has hit his stride in Tampa Bay finally. Finally becoming the leader he needs to be. But Foles hasn't really filled in his role yet in Chicago. That offense seems to be struggling, whereas their defense is kind of carrying. I just feel like matchups on both sides of the ball are very lopsided.
I hope that Foles actually starts performing well, but I just have more faith in Bucks because my prediction at the beginning of the season is not looking too good about them. So, yeah.
Next up, you have two undefeated teams, considering if they still play, because it's Tennessee 3-0 and then Buffalo 4-0. I've got Buffalo. I don't know what Tennessee is still doing undefeated. Well, they didn't play last week, obviously, but still.
I got the Bills, too. We just don't know how the Titans are going to look because they didn't play last week.
Also, they're not going to have practice if they end up playing, so, like...
Yeah.
Titans are going to need to really step up come game day if they are still playing. So then you got Jacksonville, Houston, the worst two in this division. Jacksonville's 1-3, Houston 0-4. This would be huge for Houston to win, especially as a divisional matchup if they want a chance to at least make the playoffs. Who do you got?
I have the Texans. I know I've been rooting for the Texans or picking the Texans every time this year, but I feel like versus the Jags, they have a pretty good chance of winning.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say the same. I can't say that Jacksonville offense has been that great. And, I mean, Jacksonville defense has been all right, but I just can't. I feel like their one win against the Colts was just kind of a fluke, and they've lost to pretty mediocre teams. And now that Houston's really, coming off of all those losses, they're going to really need this one, and they're going to end up. It could even be a blowout. I wouldn't be surprised. Huge confidence booster for the Texans. If they don't get this, then I have no hope for Houston. Not that I want hope for Houston as a Colts fan, but still.
But, I mean, as a Colts fan, you want Texans to win because that would be Jags. Huh?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, huh? Cause,
no, I don't.
Okay. I was just saying it helps you in the future more.
No, I don't think so because I don't think Jacksonville is going to end up hitting a stride, whereas Houston still has a chance to hit a stride. You know what I mean?
Well, I was just talking about records as of now, because then there would be both 1-4.
I'm looking in the long term, not the short term.
Yeah.
So Cincinnati 1-1 versus Baltimore 3-1. I think we can both agree Baltimore here.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Baltimore's got a lot of proof since that Chiefs loss. Atlanta 0-4, Carolina 2-2. Who you have?
That's. I don't know.
Divisional matchup, so Atlanta also really needs this. This is a similar situation with Houston. I got Atlanta still. I'm being stubborn. I know I probably shouldn't.
I'm going to go with the Panthers on this one.
I'm going Atlanta.
Atlanta's probably going to win, but I want to go for Panthers because Falcons keep disappointing me, just like the frickin' Texans.
Yep. So then you got Vegas, who are 2-2. Coming off of 2 losses straight against the 4-0 Chiefs.
Raiders. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs for that one too.
All right, then you got Arizona, who are also coming off of 2 straight losses against the 0-4 Jets.
Cardinals.
Arizona. There we go. Then you got the Pennsylvania matchup. Philadelphia is 1-1, coming off of a great win against San Francisco. And they're playing the undefeated Steel Wall, Pittsburgh.
All right, okay. I'm going to root for the Steelers.
No, you're not.
I'm rooting for the Steelers.
You're not rooting for the Steelers.
I'm picking the Steelers in hopes that they lose. Because I want to be proven every single week that I'm wrong. Because it worked last week, so it's going to work this week. I'm picking the Steelers.
Okay.
If the Eagles can get this win, then they're on track again.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Really?
After seeing that last game, I know the 49ers were super injury ridden, but I feel like their offense was finally catching up. Like Wentz in the last half, I was like, wow, he's actually performing pretty well.
Yeah.
He was having some great throws to receivers that do not deserve great throws, coming off
Yeah.
of like fucking practice squad.
Like I just don't understand.
Never played an NFL game in their life, receivers.
Yeah. Like I don't understand his problem. Like Wentz is going to light up the world when he has no receivers, but when he has decent receivers, he doesn't do anything.
So if they can at least get some or at least one of those offensive weapons, or even like an offensive lineman back for the Pittsburgh game, I feel like you have a lot to hope for. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Philadelphia. Rams are 3-1 playing the Washington team who are 1-3.
I want to pick the Rams here.
Yeah, I can't see. I mean, Washington beat Philadelphia, and they've been on a 3-loss streak, and I just see no hope for Washington being able to win until they play their divisional Giants.
Yeah.
I don't know who else they're going to end up play, but I just know that the Giants are in the division, so they have to play them at some point, and that's the only other team as bad as Washington as of right now.
Yeah.
If they play Jets, then good for them. But
They don't play the Jets.
they don't? Okay, There you go. So then you have Miami versus San Francisco. San Francisco's now 2-2. Very shaky performances from San Francisco on both sides, whether it be win or lose. And then Miami 1-3. Ryan Fitzpatrick is still going to be the starter. They have yet to decide to put Tua in.
I don't know why. They should put Tua in, but this is kind of a more hard choice because the Dolphins destroyed the Jaguars, but again, that was the Jaguars. And the 49ers are injury prone right now, so you don't really know, but I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Yeah, even though that the 49ers quarterback was looking really sus, I still think that they have
The recording
good...
stopped.
Okay. Yeah, even though San Francisco... Good job. Even though San Francisco quarterback is sus, I think they have all the pieces to make it, work.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it done. They're going to do what they need to do to win.
I think they have a lot to learn from that primetime game, and if they want to end up doing well in their very strong division, then they need this, moral victory.
Yes.
Per se. So then you have Dallas playing their division rival Giants. Dallas are now 1-3. Giants are 0-4. You said you would never, ever say Dallas. Are you holding on to that today?
This is putting me in a tough position because, I don't want to pick the Cowboys. I don't want the Cowboys to win. But the Giants look so bad. I don't know what to pick. I don't know.
They didn't do as bad last week.
Who did they play?
Hold on. I literally just said it and I forgot already. Rams. It was a 8-point game.
I want to go with the Giants.
Okay. He's staying.
I'm staying with it.
Yeah, I'm picking Cowboys. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I need this divisional win.
I can see it happening. I feel like I see the pieces falling into place for Giants to make the upset, but still, I think Dallas offense is just so strong.
Giants, I literally never rooted for you more than this time.
Wow.
Please.
There you have it. They have Denver, who are 1-3, playing against Patriots, who are going to be without their best offensive weapon and their best defensive weapon. So, on both sides of the ball, Patriots are not looking good. I see the seeds of an upset for Denver.
Oh, you're right.
I'm going to go Denver. I know that would make Trey happy. I know that obviously coaching-wise is very lopsided, but still, I feel like Denver, they can get it done.
Wait, are the Patriots on a losing streak?
Yeah,
they suck.
Were they 2-0? I don't know if they were ever 2-0.
Oh, I thought they started off 2-0.
I don't remember when they played the Seahawks. Did they play Seahawks week 2 or 3?
I forget, but I'll look it up.
They played them week 2, so.
Okay, so.
They were never undefeated unless you count week 1, but I wouldn't say that. Next you have Colts and Cleveland.
This is actually going to be a really good game.
This is 2-3-1 teams wanting to keep up their momentum of, I think, both 3 winning streaks. So, yeah, it is both 3 winning streaks.
Yeah.
So this is going to be huge for both teams.
I want to go with the Browns. I'm sorry.
Off of what basis?
How they dismantled the Cowboys last week, and they're
I
just
wouldn't
looking.
say they dismantled them. They just, I mean, offensively, sure, but defensively, they still let up a lot of points.
Up until the fourth quarter, their defense was really good.
Okay.
I was watching that game and it looked scary. But again, I don't know about the Colts defense. Cowboys defense is trash. So that may be misleading.
Colts defense is the best defense in the NFL. It's not even just me being biased anymore. Like, all the statistics point to it.
Yeah.
So I think we'll hold Browns to a very low margin of points, but
Yes.
it just comes down to whether the Colts offense can pull through.
I haven't picked an upset yet. Well, I guess the Giants, but
At least we have a really good kicker to bail us out if we end up not doing well in the red zone. But I mean, we're still going to need touchdowns if we want to beat Browns, I feel like. So maybe defense will end up getting the touchdowns. as long as someone's getting touchdowns, I'm happy.
I just trust the Browns offense over the Colts offense as of now.
They're without Chubb now.
But
taking them.
Hunt is still a pretty good running back nonetheless.
Fuck you. He's on my team, and I'm not putting him in against the Colts. Seattle is 4-0 playing the Vikings, who are 1-3. This was supposed to be a really fun Sunday night game, but now it's just looking more lopsided than ever. Yeah, I'm putting Seahawks over.
Seahawks, though, got a close game versus Miami. That was scary close.
It was really scary close?
Yeah.
Well, I think Miami defense is better than the Miami offense, whereas Minnesota offense is better than Minnesota defense. So
That is true, yeah.
Um.
Still going to be close.
Oh, I guess it would be close because Seattle defense sucks. So it could be very close. It'd be just high scoring probably. That's the prediction there. Then you have Chargers, who are 1-3, but like really still like looking pretty okay considering that they're 1-3.
They're a strong one. I feel like they're the strongest one for your team.
And then New Orleans are 2-2, probably one of the more disappointing teams in the NFL. Not as disappointing as obviously like Cowboys, for example, but still.
Yeah. I'm going with the Saints on this one though.
I'm going Chargers.
I just don't know.
You're going Saints.
I have more faith in Saints.
I feel like it's 50-50, but I'm going Chargers.
Yeah.
Let's go Chargers. I'm excited for that game. I put Keenan Allen in just for that, even though I could be putting Robbie Anderson against the Falcons, but I'm not. I'm going to put Keenan Allen in because I think he'll do well prime time.
I also agree with that.
That's my big bet.
Big bet. All right, is that it?
That's all from me. If you want to rant about Eagles.
Sorry for not making a video last week. I just got busy and I forgot.
Well.
But I still want to make a separate Eagles video, so I'll just rant about the Eagles in that video. And we're on a little time crunch. I think this is the shortest one yet. What is it? 36. The first one was pretty short. I like this length. It's easy to edit.
Yeah. I just feel like there's no real reason why it should be going over like 45 minutes anyways.
Yeah, the last three.
I feel like we're just rambling in the others, and it's like.
I mean, it's kind of fun to ramble.
Sometimes, but overdoing it is like that.
Yeah. All right. Love you. Bye.
Meow.